Julia is a 34-year-old teacher who always looks stylish, but here's the twist. She hasn't bought clothes in 3 years. Instead, she swaps or finds high-quality secondhand pieces. Her secret? She lives by frugal habits that save her thousands every year without feeling like she's missing out. Frugal living isn't about being cheap or boring. It's about being smart with your money and making it work for your life. In today's world, where prices keep rising and money feels tighter, more people are choosing to spend less, but in new, creative ways. In this video, you'll learn 5 unique and modern habits from extremely frugal people, real habits that can help you save money, live better, and maybe even enjoy life a little more. Let's explore what frugal living really looks like in 2025. Number 1. Frugality by algorithm. Automating consumption. Joshua is a single dad living in Austin, Texas. He works as a software developer and has a busy life raising his 7-year-old son. But what makes Joshua different is how he shops. He almost never buys things on impulse. Instead, he lets a computer do it for him. Joshua uses a simple system he built with free tools like Google Sheets and a price tracking website. He enters the items he regularly buys, like laundry detergent, baby wipes, and protein bars. Then, the system tracks the price history of each item. When the price drops below a certain number, he gets an alert or it auto-orders. No guesswork, no overpaying. This is called automated consumption, buying things only when the price is right. Joshua doesn't wait for sales or run around looking for discounts. He lets data make the smart decisions for him. This kind of frugality isn't about cutting back. It's about using technology to spend money only when it makes sense. Many young frugal people today use tools, apps, and browser extensions that help them track prices, compare costs, and even delay purchases until the best time. It's a quiet habit that works behind the scenes, and it saves hundreds of dollars a year. You don't have to be a coder. Start small. Use price tracking tools. Create a shopping list of items you always buy. Set alerts so you're only notified when there's a real deal. Let the machines do the hard work so you can focus on living smarter. This is frugality for the digital age. Number 2. The 7-day challenge rule. Emotional spending reset. Tanya is a 29-year-old nurse from Detroit. She used to buy things online almost every week: clothes, skincare, kitchen tools, you name it. Every time she felt stressed or tired after work, shopping made her feel better for a while. But then she noticed her money was disappearing fast. So she made a new rule for herself called the 7-day challenge. Here's how it works. Whenever Tanya wants to buy something that isn't food or a bill, she writes it down in a small notebook or her phone. She waits 7 days before buying it. During that time, she writes how she feels on day 1, day 3, and day 7. Most of the time, by the end of the week, she doesn't want the item anymore. This rule helps her pause and understand why she wanted the item in the first place. Was she bored? Sad? Trying to reward herself? Psychologists say this works because it trains your brain to think before spending. It creates space between emotion and action. It also builds what experts call delayed gratification, which helps you make better choices long term. Tanya says this rule has helped her save over $4,000 in just 1 year. More importantly, she feels more in control of her money and her emotions. Shopping is emotional. But frugal people learn to slow down and ask, do I really need this, or am I just reacting? Sometimes the answer is all you need to save. Number 3. Barter culture 2.0. Trading skills, not money. Ravi is a freelance video editor living in Portland. He has 2 young kids and a busy schedule. Instead of paying for childcare, Ravi does something different. He trades his video skills for babysitting help. Every Saturday, he teaches video editing to a teenager in his neighborhood. In return, that teenager's mom watches his kids for a few hours. No money changes hands, but both families get what they need. This is called bartering, but it's not the old-fashioned kind of trading eggs for milk. Today's frugal people are creating a new kind of exchange. Barter culture 2.0. It's about swapping modern skills like web design, tutoring, meal prep, or social media help for things you'd normally pay for. Across the US, more people are joining local barter groups on WhatsApp, Facebook, and even Discord servers. These are small communities where people offer what they can do and ask for what they need. One person might offer dog walking in exchange for guitar lessons. Another might trade house cleaning for resume help. In 2024, A Lending Tree report showed that 23% of Gen Z have taken part in a non-cash skill exchange in the last year. It's a growing trend, especially in cities where living costs are high. Ravi says bartering has saved him over $2,500 this year alone. But the real value, he says, is the community. It's not just about saving money, he explains. It's about helping each other out and building trust. So, make a list of your skills, even simple ones like editing, cooking, or fixing things. Join local community groups online and post your offer. Be clear, kind, and open to different trades. Frugal people know money isn't the only way to get what you need. Sometimes your time and skills are just as valuable and even more powerful. Number 4. Financial simulations. Living on a ghost budget. Angela and Pete are a married couple living in Ohio. They both work full-time, and their income is enough to cover all their needs. But one day they ask themselves, what if one of us lost our job? Could we still manage? Instead of waiting for a real emergency, they decided to test it. For 3 months, they lived as if they were making 40% less money. They still earned their full income, but only used a smaller amount for living. The rest went into savings. They called this their ghost budget, a pretend lower income, used to practice living with less. At first, it was hard. They had to cut back on eating out and find cheaper ways to have fun. But by the end, they realized how much they had been wasting before. Now, they know they can handle hard times if needed, and they've saved over $6,000 just from that experiment. This method helps you see where your money really goes. It also teaches you how to live with less stress, because you're not depending on every dollar you earn. Psychologists say this kind of practice stress builds confidence and reduces fear about the future. It's like training your brain and budget for emergencies before they happen. Tip: choose a ghost income. For example, 70% of what you earn. Try living on that for 30 to 90 days. Track your spending, feelings, and what you actually miss. Frugal people don't just save, they prepare. A ghost budget isn't a punishment. It's a smart way to test your limits, find hidden expenses, and build real peace of mind. And the best part? If nothing bad happens, you've saved a lot anyway. Number 5. Asset hacking. Spending where money comes back. Mike is 29 and lives in rural Georgia. A few years ago, he used his savings to buy an old pickup truck, not to show off, but to start a weekend delivery business. Now, that truck helps him earn extra money every week. It paid for itself in just 6 months. This is called asset hacking, spending money on things that make money. Frugal people don't avoid spending completely. Instead, they focus on buying items that bring value back into their lives. For example, a $150 secondhand camera used to take photos at local events. A $300 laptop to start a freelance writing side hustle. A $100 food dehydrator to make and sell homemade snacks. A course or license that helps you earn more in your current job. The key idea is simple. Some things are not expenses, they're tools for building income, skills, or freedom. According to a 2023 CNBC report, 41% of side hustlers started the business with less than $500. It's not about having a lot of money, it's about using what you have wisely. Mike says, every big thing I've bought in the last 3 years either makes me money or saves me money. If it doesn't do one of those, I don't buy it. Remember, before you buy something, ask, will this help me earn or save money in the long run? Make a list of tools or skills that could help you start a side hustle or reduce bills. Even a small investment can grow into something bigger. Frugal people think like investors, not just savers. They spend not to own more, but to gain more freedom. Frugal living is about choosing how you spend your money and your energy. The people we've talked about in this video don't just save money, they live with purpose. They use smart tools, delay emotional spending, trade skills instead of cash, test their budgets like a game, and invest in things that bring money back. Most of all, they understand the value of enough. You don't have to do everything at once. Start with one small habit, like the 7-day challenge or setting a ghost budget. Over time, these choices can add up to thousands of dollars saved and a life that feels less stressful and more free. Frugality isn't about lack, it's about freedom. So, the next time you think about spending, ask yourself, is this helping me build the life I want? That one question could change everything. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, Please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.